Britain's railways changed massively over the past 200 years, especially the East Coast Main Line behind me. A big loophole in privatisation and public ownership. Nobody can keep up anymore. But the East Coast franchise needed a new train that would success the others, a new train that would increase customer satisfaction, but that could also improve travel quality. But that's where the big tech giant Hitachi comes into scope. Their big design, named the Intercity Express Train, planned to be a game changer for intercity travel. The Hitachi A train was the answer to new trains and intercity travel, with supplying operators with new trains to replace the old ones. The old trains, what some people may call nostalgia. But the targets companies have are being eco-friendly, as a staggering 38% of Britain's railways is electric, opposed to the original diesel non-electrified lines and the third rail lines south of London. Some IET models have capabilities of running on diesel and electric to be more unique and become more efficient, not to mention the speed, which in passenger service can run up to reach 125 miles an hour. Now at this speed, this can cut journey times and boost efficiency for intercity travel. I spoke to a rail enthusiast to get her views and points about the Intercity Express Train. Do you travel by train much?
Yes, I do. Being a train spotter, I go there and to from places. Like the other day I went to Northallerton train spotting. Say I go to concerts out of town, I use train. I think it's probably the best way of travelling, to be honest. So yeah, I do, I'd say.
Have you ever rode the Hitachi units? And if so, what are your thoughts?
Oh yes, I've rode them quite a few times. I think they're lovely, very attractive look.
Do you think they have a good upgrade from the old trains?
Yes, I'd say so. The old trains, they were like dirty looking and like they run on diesel. So these modernised ones, they do help pollution by running on electric and diesel at the same time.
What changes do you think they could make to improve quality?
One thing I don't like is the ticket service. It's like, I paid £8.50 for a ticket the other day and they just didn't check that I had my ticket on me. So I think a lot of people are probably getting away with just going free on a train wherever. And for the people who have paid tickets, they don't even check, so like, what's the point? I think they could improve that, but other than that, I think they're great.
Thank you for your time.
Not a problem.
And the manufacturing process of these trains took place at Hitachi's Newton-Aycliffe factory, who hire over 1,000 people to build these trains. At the time of filming, there are 3 productions on the production line, and the orders for East Midlands Railway and Avanti West Coast. The bodywork is shipped in from Japan, more recently to the United Kingdom. Then the staff at the Newton-Aycliffe factory paint the body, install the interior and cab equipment, and also run testing on their small test track and on the East Coast Main Line between Darlington and York. Unfortunately, factory footage cannot be shown, but if you want more information to browse at your own leisure, you can go to www.hitachirail.com. These trains carry not just passengers, but special liveries to either promote a charity or colours of pride. But these trains also carry a legacy, replacing the Intercity 225, which ran on the East Coast Main Line for over 30 years. Some people say it's an upgrade, and some people say it's a downgrade. But in the interests of travel and the general public, train companies want people on seats and to make money from tickets and onboard refreshments, which can be respectively quoted overpriced. Although this project was successful, Hitachi is still designing and building a similar fleet. Move forward into the modellisation for intercity travel. Although when the project for East Midlands Railway and Avanti West Coast ends, there will be most likely to be no projects to work on, which could lead to the closing of the factory and redundancies. But for now, without looking at the future, the production lines seem to be steady and productive. To this day, these trains have operated thousands of journeys per week to move millions of people from A to B in style. After all, these trains were mostly built in Britain, for Britain. Ever since old stock was withdrawn from service, there has been a big change in the way people take the train. Whether they're studying, working, or just a day out, it can sometimes feel good, travelling in a fresh, modern style, getting to 2 places at a fast speed, and that is all thanks to the Intercity Express Train.